Hi, third graders. Time to talk about diagramming sentences. And after we finish taking your test, we're going to add something new. And these diagrams are going to look a little bit different from what you're used to. So we've done subjects and we've done predicates. Very simple stuff. And then we added words to that. So we added possessives, we added adjectives, we added adverbs. Now we're going to talk about compound subjects. And this is something we talked about a while ago. And remember, when we've talked about it, anytime we say the word compound, that means more than one. Like a compound word is two words put together, or a compound sentence are two sentences that put together. So compound subjects is when we're going to have two subjects. And when you have two subjects, they're joined by a conjunction. Remember, we had 3 conjunctions that we've worked with this year: and, but, and or. Okay? So the example that they gave us on page 194, if your textbook is open, is eagles and hawks soar. So compound subjects are two subjects, and they're joined by a conjunction. So in this sentence, they used and, but and or are conjunctions too. We've used those with compound sentences before. So a diagram for a compound subject is going to look really different. So let me show you what it looks like. So you've got to split the subjects, okay? So you've got the first one on this line, almost, and then you got to make this triangle shape right here. And then you've got the second one right here. And then in and almost like a house. So if you tilted it this way, it looks like you made a house, almost like half a rectangle. So the triangle part right here is where you're going to put the conjunction. All right? The 3 conjunctions that we've studied. So you've got the subject, conjunction, and then the next subject. And then you finish the rest of the sentence with the line to put the predicate. Okay? So eagles and hawks soar. So this is the diagram. So this is what we're going to put, and I'm going to put it right here. Drawing this is kind of tricky because sometimes you might need to move your journal back and forth like that. Just do your best. So subject, subject. So my first subject is eagles. And then my next subject is hawks, two birds. Eagles, hawks. Then I have the little triangle part is where my conjunction goes. So I'm going to turn my little whiteboard this way. You might need to turn your journal. If you can maneuver your hand that way, good for you. It's a little tricky. And this is a dotted, like a dashed line, okay? That's important. When you're putting these in your journal, make sure that triangle part, that line, is dotted or dashed. It's not a straight line. So we're going to put our conjunction here, which is and. Eagles and hawks. And then the predicate goes at the end of the sentence. What's the predicate? It's the verb. What's the verb? It's soar. Okay? So there is your diagram for your compound subject. Eagles and hawks soar. So exercise 1 is just one little sentence, and I'm going to do it here for you. And then exercise 2 are the 15 sentences. They're going to look like this. They're going to take up a lot of space. Use the space. Okay, I have pictures in my head of some of you making these really, really small. Use as much space as you need to. Okay, that's what they're supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to see it. So the first one, they have bats and bees. And then they've given us the predicate. So how I draw this, and you guys can follow along. So I draw the subject part first. So I draw the line, and then I draw almost like the point, and then I draw the other line, and then I draw the dotted line. It's tricky to do, so just do your best. And then I do the other part and put the line in front. Okay? So that's exercise 1. They have given us the predicate, which is fly. So I'm going to put fly right here. So the one that is not part of the diagram is bats and bees. That's a compound subject. So first one is bats, because that's the noun. Bats are an animal. It's a noun. Bees, that's the other noun. and then your conjunction is going to go right there. Most of these sentences have and. Some of them might not. Remember, there are 3 conjunctions, and, but, or. So I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to put my conjunction as best as I can right there. Okay? Now, this is exercise 1. It's very simple, very easy. There could be another word in the sentences for exercise 2. So what do? What happens if there is an adjective or an adverb? Okay? Yes, an adverb, you can put a line underneath the verb. What if there's an adjective to describe one of the subjects? You can put lines underneath that. It's possible, okay? So the first one in exercise 1 is easy, but when you go down exercise 2, there might be a word to describe, there might be an adverb. Adverbs describe the predicate. You know where they go, we learned about it last week. They go under the verb. There could be a possessive, there could be an adjective. What is it describing? Okay, so you could have 1 or 2 diagrams that look like this with all those crazy lines on it. It's perfectly fine, okay? Same thing with your homework. You need to use space. Don't try to fit all 15 of these words or these sentences on half a journal page. You need 1 page, maybe more like 2, okay? All right, good luck, because tomorrow we do compound predicates. See you later.